I invite you to come into the room and relax with me. And I'm going to talk for like 5 minutes now, maybe a little longer. So I'm still fiddling with the iPad reality. And then I bring up the YouTube again so I can see if you're chatting in the chat box. Okay, so Maya Mountain Foundation, I founded about 5-6 years ago. And Ma Yum is feminine ending, and mother, associated with the mother. Yum is like consort or mother. So Ma Yum actually literally is like honorific for women and mothers. And there is actually it's used in Tibetan society as an honorific for mothers of tulkus, actually, are these incarnate lamas. So, and perhaps it was used for venerable, maybe older women as well. I don't know. A Tibetan person can tell me. And then there's a Mayum La Pass, I think on the Nepal-Tibet kind of border, maybe near Mount Everest, stuff like that. So there's that. And then mountain, a lot of Zen centers have named themselves mountain early in the United States, probably based on Japanese principles. But it sort of represents stability, right? Power, stability, greatness. So this is about, so that just came to me, the name. It didn't have any conscious process at all. So I just wanted to let you know. Mayum, mountain. And Mayum, so the Mayum, the great mother in Tibetan tradition and Vajrayana Buddhist traditions represents non-conceptual wisdom. So this word can mean sherab, knowingness, excellent knowingness, insight, this kind of feeling is paired with top or skillful means, technique is the masculine principle, and that's associated with compassion. So these together, wisdom and compassion, is indicating that if you are able to touch in, tap in, even for a moment, to your not dwelling concepts, but dwelling in the it's this ineffable, inconceivable qualities of kind of the open space of your consciousness, undefiled by clinging, grasping thoughts and so forth. Then amazing qualities come forth that are, this word ineffable in English. You can't put them in words. You can't. It's inexpressible. And it kind of blossoms in you. And the more in short sessions that you were able to touch base with that is they kind of like your consciousness connects the dots, and more you're able to abide in that kind of wonderful state that's fresh, always ever renewing in every moment. It doesn't involve plotting and scheming or even having ambition, spiritual ambition. So I didn't know what I was going to say, but that looks like what I said. So I put the bit from the Prajna Paramita, Sherab in Tibetan is Prajna, or the Westerners say Prajna, Prajna. So perfection of wisdom is Prajna Paramita. And there's a whole body of literature in Mahayana Buddhism, the Great Bodhisattva Way, The most commonly we know is the Heart Sutra, and you can find the Heart Sutra, thousands of translations online. It's practiced widely in every Mahayana tradition, from Tibetan Buddhism, Zen, Korean, Zen, Chan in China. And there's a long history. The Heart Sutra is kind of a boiling down of all of the most profound parts of Mahayana philosophy. Each line, it all sounds very mysterious when you first read it, and each line kind of touches base with some of the principles of Abhidharma, this Buddhist philosophy. And yet in such a beautiful way. And people sing it, they chant it, so forth, that it really brings it into your system organically. And because even though it's the shortest widely practiced text in the Prajnaparamita literature, going all the way up to a Prajnaparamita sutra that has 100,000 lines, they say. And that's currently underway. The translation is underway from the wonderful 84,000 project. If you go to 84,000, if you type in 84,000, the numbers, you can find, it'll guide you to the website of this great sutra translation. Program's going to go on for decades of translating all the sutras and their commentaries into multiple languages, I think, but English is one there you'll see on the website. So anyway, we started out the morning after making offerings to the Buddha and Bodhisattvas of water. And water is, what is it about water? It's clear, it's pure, it's beautiful, and yet most people can afford water, to offer water. And we can't really take that for granted, because many places in the world clean water you'd have to haul it in miles, right? So it is very precious, and we know that it makes all human life possible and animal life possible. This whole world couldn't exist without water, so we offer that. Having the total all the qualities, pureness, coolness, this pristine quality to all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Try to imagine what that would look like in front of you. And then we move into the Prajnaparamita in a single syllable, which I haven't seen anybody who does this, but I'm a little bit radical because even the Heart Sutra is a little long for our half-hour format. And so I'm just doing this. It truly exists. This is an actual sutra. And there's intro and an outro, right? And then in the middle is the sutra, and the essence of the sutra is ah. So we're just going to say ah and relax for a minute or two in that right present awareness. And it's a touching base with our Mahayana roots there. Okay. All right. So then we go into our normal foundation practice. Which for us, I've been trying to kind of promulgating the Khandro Tutik or Dakini Heart Essence, Nundra foundational practice. Okay, let me bring up I haven't brought up my text on my screen. Anybody's joining us late? I can't really see, but we have a little bit of I did a little bit of a talk early. If you want, you can go back and look at it. There's nothing special. Nothing I do is really all that special. It's just a welcoming into Buddhism, right? Opening for everybody. That's what I like to do. It's nice. I like the glow of I have a lower screen down here. It works in this subdued light. Okay, I'm going to turn the camera around. We can pour some water bowls. And let's get started. So the morning practice booklet is on the About menu for the channel, Mayan Mountain channel. If you pull that down, you'll see a link. It doesn't really click because YouTube doesn't like you to leave their site and go to other sites, not surprisingly. So they make it really hard to post links. but it is very short, so you could type it into your browser if you want to download this text and join us in the mornings, Monday through Friday. And we're going to do it in English today. So we're going down to page 3 from Pure Vision, the verse for offering water an ocean of accomplishments. Samaya Saparana Samaya. My allergies, I'm going to not do the incense offering today and go on down to the perfection of wisdom, the Prajnaparamita, mother of all the Tathagatas. Tathagata means Buddha, in one syllable, page 6. Homage to the great mother, Prajnaparamita, thus have I heard. At one time, the Blessed One was dwelling in Rajagriha at Vajra Peak Mountain, together with a great gathering of 1,250 monks and a great gathering of myriad Bodhisattva Mahasattvas. At that time, the Blessed One said to Venerable Ananda, "O Ananda, since the perfection of wisdom in one syllable will bring benefit and happiness to sentient beings, please remember it." It is like this. When the Blessed One had said this, Venerable Ananda, together with all the monks and Bodhisattva Mahasattvas, realized the perfection of wisdom. Oh gosh, I didn't pause very long. They rejoiced and thus praised the speech of the Blessed One. Okay, let's pause here and just say again, see what happens. Page 9. And down to page 10. Samsangitam Chiki, essence of all the 3 times Buddhas, precious guide Naomi. I pray you bless my mind stream. Essence of all the 3 times Buddhas, precious guide Naomi. I pray you bless my mind stream. Essence of all the 3 times Buddhas, precious guide Naomi. I pray you bless my mind stream. This fine body, free time, and fortune will be hard to gain again. Now attain the unsurpassed Samanta Patra for others' sake. Now this precious body is here, yet due to the foe, the evil ruler of death. The time of death is uncertain. View self and others as impermanent. The states of rebirth we wander through hold no chance of happiness. Don't look for worldly happiness. Take the path that leads past song. While having this body, free time, good fortune, abandon afflictions, three poisons, non-virtue. Cultivate dignity, strive in good deeds, guard vows and pledges of the three gates. Amidst the vast wish-granting tree in the space in front, on lion throne, lotus, and moon seat, is my root teacher, Turting sound, in the attire of Vajradharan, with consorts Surya in equal union, body a sangha, speech sacred Dharma, wisdom mind as the nature of Buddham. They embody three roots victors, the essence of oceanic refuge sources. Namo until awakening all beings, and I go for refuge with utter devotion. In the guide as I shoulder, essence of the three tones. Until awakening all beings, and I go for refuge with utter devotion. In the guide as I shoulder, essence of the three tones. Until awakening all beings, and I go for refuge with utter devotion. In the guide as I shoulder, essence of the three tones. Oh, to free all beings infinite as space from the ocean of existence, I will fully rouse the supreme mind of awakening beyond compare. To free all beings infinite as space
from the ocean of existence. I will fully rouse the supreme mind awakening beyond. Hold to free all beings, infinite as space from the ocean of existence. I will fully rouse the supreme mind awakening beyond compare. Did I do that 3 times? Let's do it again. To free all beings, infinite as space from the ocean of existence. I will fully rouse the supreme mind awakening beyond.
I'm practicing the Tonglen, the sending and taking practice, breathing in the suffering. All sentient beings, all the living ones. Breathing out clear, light, open space. Reading the small print, finally light rays radiate out from the bodies of the sources of refuge. And immediately upon contact, any misdeeds and obscurations of self and others everywhere are cleansed and purified. Then, like a flock of birds frightened off by a shot, all beings instantly depart for the celestial realms. The teacher, source of refuge, melts into light and dissolves into you. Rest in equipoise.
Above on lotus, sun and moon seat, from home the guide is Vajrasattva. Conch shell white, one face, 2 hands. He embraces the consort holding Vajran bone. They're adorned with silks and jewels on the moon in the hub of Vajra at the heart. 100 syllables surround a home. From that nectar of awakening flows. Light descending, but deeds, darkness, faults, and failings become cleansed and purified. Om Bhagavata Om Om Benzazava Samaya Manbalaya Benzazava Teva Tita Tita Meva Sutukaya Meva Naratu Meva Samazidum Rayata Savakamusi Sami Tiram Jiram Kuru Aha Bhagavan Savatata Kata Benzamami Natsa Indriva Samaya Sato Protector from ignorance and misconceptions. I've gone against and damaged my pledges. Teacher, protector, please grant me refuge. Foremost Vajramundam. You embody compassion and love. Leader of beings, I go for refuge. I openly acknowledge and let go of all impairments and branch pledges in body, speech, and mind. Please purify and cleanse all misdeeds, obscurations, thoughts, downfall, taints. Vajra smiles with delight and says, Noble child, all your misdeeds, obscurations, faults, and downfalls are purified. Melting in delight, Vajra dissolves. Three realms, worlds, beings, what appears and exists, along with body, wealth, merit, all food. As Mantapatra offering clowns, accepting them, please grant your blessings. Padmamanda Puta Home. Three realms, worlds, beings, what appears and exists, along with body, wealth, merit, all food. As Mantapatra offering crowns, accepting them, please grant your blessings. Pranamandala Puta. Three realms, worlds, beings, what appears and exists, along with body, wealth, merit, as vast Mantapatra offering crowns, accepting them, please grant your blessings. Pranamanda Puta.
In the small print there, we don't usually read. Once you've made these offerings, the field for accumulation and mandala offering in the form of a whole syllable dissolves into you. Rest in a state free from concepts of the three spheres: offer, offering, and recipient.
Within a vast dome of pure wisdom light, I appears the Dakini Sogyal. Above my head on lotus sun moon is the root teacher Tateng Sound. Bright red sporting classed Vajran bound, body ablaze with marks and signs, is adorned with silks and jewels, with legs crossed in Vajra pose. He dwells in vivid light rays smiling. Falling in the northwest Uddiyana borderland, on a lotus blossom, you gain supreme accomplishment, renowned as the lotus born. Surrounding you are many Dakinis, we follow in your footsteps. Please approach and grant your blessings, Guru Pema Siddhi. Free teacher, essence of all victors, I pay homage with my three gates. Author, outer, and inner offering clowns, lay bare beginningless misdeeds and failings. I rejoice in all virtuous deeds. Please turn the wheel of Dharma. Remain not passing beyond sorrow. I dedicate merit to the spectrum of beings. May the supreme unsurpassable level be attained. KK teacher Tating Cell, I pray with heartfelt longing. Please bless us, quell all obstacles, confer for empowerments, grant accomplishments. KK teacher Tating Cell, I pray with heartfelt longing. Please bless us, quell all obstacles, confer for empowerments, grant accomplishments. KK teacher Tating Cell, I pray with heartfelt longing. Please bless us, quell all obstacles, confer for empowerments, grant accomplishments. Oma Homa Guru Sol City. Oma Homa Guru Sol City. Oma Homa Guru Sol City. From the teachers for places, white, red, blue, and green lights emanate. Dissolving in the night for places from four veils, clearing for empowerment souls. The teacher melts into me inseparably within a state of luminous great bliss. Glorious, precious fruit teacher, atop a lotus seed above my head. With great kindness, care for me, grant the cities and body, speech, and mind. May I never be born apart from the teacher and enjoy an abundance of Dharma. May I fully perfect the stages and pass, swiftly attain the level of Vajra. Through this merit, may I swiftly accomplish the state of the glorious teacher. May all beings, everyone, be brought to that same level.
All righty. Have a good day. If you want, if anybody's watching this and you would like me to do a talk before or after the before or after practice sometimes, or you prefer I do not do a talk, that's fine. And if you have any questions about, for example, the foundational practices in Nundra, or you want images and pictures to go along with the words, contact me at info@mayamountain.org, and I'll get